Alright, so this is a YouTube blog in response to a sort of kind of proto-blog by a Mr. Geriatric 1927. Now, this guy has recently been featured on the front page of YouTube and has also come under fire from several spineless, gutless little brats on YouTube for being what? For being having poor production values? No. For being, let's say, racist, making stupid points, dumb jokes, maybe going a lot, I don't know. You know, I'm not really a video blogger, so I don't know the ropes. Maybe you'll cut me some slack, but these guys are not cutting this guy any slack. And there's one reason. What is the reason? He is old. Judging from his username, Geriatric 1927, of course, he would have been born in 1927, geriatric, meaning quite old, frail, whatever. I'm sure he has a sense of humor. He doesn't mean it in a literal sense. But 1927 leads me to believe he was born in 1927, sorry, which means he would be 79 years old today. 79 years old, that's like a blogging grandpa. That is the OG of blogging. I don't care who's had LiveJournal for, X number of years. By the way, I've had it for 5 or 6 years. Doesn't make me cooler than you. It actually makes me more of a nerd than you, because I'm doing a blog defending a 79-year-old man on YouTube. And on my birthday, by the way, which I should be getting drunk right now. But apparently I come home and do blogs like this instead. But that's okay, because I don't really care. Now listen, when this guy was young, computers were not even sci-fi novels, really. The telephone was barely commonplace. Only well-to-do families had telephones. So, where we are right now with all our technology, in 60 years from now, can you imagine what we'll have? Don't say flying cars. It's not going to happen. But I really can't imagine the technology we'll have. When I'm 22 today. Today is my birthday, August 10th. I'm 22 today, and 10 years ago even, when I was 12, the only people who had cell phones were people who were calling the motherfucking president. Alright? And now everybody and their mom has a cell phone. I have, this is not cool now because the Sidekick 3 is out, but I got a Sidekick 2. I have internet wherever I want it. I've got IM, messaging, phone, whatever, telephony everywhere. This guy probably had to ride a bicycle a couple kilos to, even call someone on the phone. And who would he call? Probably none of his friends had a phone when he was a child. And then, there's just so much about this guy. I don't presume to know his history, but I do know that the man has lived through 2 world wars. If you lived through 2 world wars and you're blogging by the end of that, well, I salute you, alright? This is fucking ridiculous, you little kids. And again, I am judging by your comments. You could very well be 30, 40-year-old men who just never grew up. I'm not sure. But, I mean, it's someone taking a step into a new world, and he's putting himself out there for everyone to see, and I think it's just really, really poor form for you guys to cut him down. So, I mean, it does not come naturally to someone that age. He has to learn everything. Maybe you were pointing and clicking since you were born. Even I wasn't, and I'm pretty damn young. Maybe not in YouTube, terms, but 22 is not exactly a geezer, alright? When you're 80 years old, will you be as sharp? Or will your, children, if you have children, the people who are, insulting this guy, I'm sure if you don't change your behavior, you'll win over many lovely ladies and really make a happy life for yourself and have tons of children. But let's say you somehow manage to overcome your increasingly, horrible personal defects and manage to attract a mate and somehow have children. Let's say you have children and they put you in a nursing home. Are you going to be this sharp when you're 80? Well, I can't say yes or no. I'm not a fortune teller, but my guess is probably not. If your IQ at this level is to insult an 80-year-old man who's trying something new. Alright? YouTube generation. It's a buzzword. It's like Generation X, Generation Y, whatever. The make generation, it's all about DIY now. doing it yourself, making new content, Web 2.0, whatever the fuck you're talking about. The point is, this guy is conversing with people on the net, and the net was designed to bring people together like you really couldn't before. I mean, it was just cost prohibitive to put yourself out there like this. There were BBSs, there were phone trees, whatever, but it was not like this. So with this new technology, I think you should celebrate this guy for embracing it, you know, and not just fucking, you know. Alright, I guess I ran out of things to say, but I'm really, really incensed at you guys who just decided to cut this guy down. He's really trying his best, and I think it's an absolute travesty of humanity to act like this. This guy did not grow up with, you know, Nintendo DS's or digital cameras or whatever. All this stuff I'm holding in my hands that I take for granted, that you and I take for granted, this guy couldn't dream of affording when he was my age, probably. So, again, I'm assuming, but the point is, you guys should treat this guy with respect, treat your elders with respect. It's a pretty old rule, and really, you should listen to what he has to say. I'm sure he's got some interesting things to say, so just stop flaming this guy, and you and I will get along. And it's kind of stupid of me to say that because I'll never see a single one of you. But the point is, treat your fucking elders with some respect. And I'm sorry, Mr. Geriatric 1927, for the bad language, but I felt it was necessary. Have a good day, guys. Good night.